From West Deptford High School, Comcast Cablevision presents NJSIAA Group 3 Tournament Basketball. Tonight, a quarterfinal game between the host West Deptford Eagles and the visiting Quakers of Moorestown High School. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Shryock along with Mike Shute from West Deptford High. Mike, an interesting game today, pitting a couple teams with very similar seasons, both with 21. The Moorestown with 20 wins, West Deptford with 17.
Two teams that really compare very similar to one another, Bob. You talk about West Deptford, they've got 3 double-digit scorers. You talk about Moorestown, they've got 3 double-digit scorers. Both teams moved up to Group 3 this year, Bob, from Group 2. And both teams have the coaches who are in their 9th year. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you look at it and you say, wow, this is kind of strange.
Recent history not been good to West Deptford in this series, Mike. Moorestown has owned this series.
Yeah, in West Deptford's last 8 appearances in Group 2 tournament prior to this year, moving up to Group 3, Moorestown's eliminated them from the tournament 3 times. So, you know, certainly the Quakers have had West Deptford's number.
Moorestown, the Liberty Division champions in Burlington County this year, Mike, easily defeated Central Regional in their first game. They have 3 outstanding players, all of whom are being recruited. One of them, Bryant King. He's a good one.
Bryant King averages 16.9 points per game. He can do it a little bit inside, a little bit outside, plays forward at 6'4", so he's got the size and he's got the shooting touch. And you talk about Moorestown, a team that shot 55%, Bob, in their last outing in the state tournament. So, you know, they don't make mistakes and hurt themselves that way.
A couple of terrific head coaches. You alluded to that. Steve McGare for Moorestown High School. He's been there 9 years, and what a run he's had.
192 wins, Bob, and even more impressive, the Quakers have reeled off 6 straight 20-win seasons.
Now let's switch over to West Deptford, Mike. Eric Wiskowski's been running the attack for West Deptford this season. He's kind of sick tonight, so they're going to be a little bit concerned about him.
Eric averages over 13 points a game, averages over 4 assists per game, so he's a guy that kind of does it all, the coach on the floor, if you will, running the point guard. And, you know, he's going to have to struggle a little bit with that illness, I think, but certainly state tournament time, no time to worry about that.
Bob Byatt has done a great job here at West Deptford. You know, his first season, Mikey, was 4-22. Since then, 8 consecutive winning seasons.
Yeah, since going 4-22, now he's compiled a 138 and 89 record in the last 9 years here at West Deptford. So certainly he knows how to get it done. Steve McGare from Moorestown knows how to get it done. 2 great coaches, putting it together here.
West Deptford, the better seed, therefore Moorestown 5, but many people think Moorestown is favored tonight. Mike, what does West Deptford have to do to win this game?
I think West Deptford has to keep from making mistakes. They have to play smart basketball, no turnovers, because Moorestown's a team that doesn't turn it over a lot. So if you can, go head-to-head with them and not make the mistakes and get pulled into making mistakes, certainly that's going to be a big key.
Okay, we've got a good one coming up. West Deptford against Moorestown, quarterfinals Group 3, right after this. Bob Shryock with Mike Shute at West Deptford High School. That's Keith Klohacker, the West Deptford assistant coach in the screen. West Deptford huddle and getting ready for this important quarterfinal game in NJSIAA Group 3. And there's the head coach of the Moorestown Quakers, Steve McGare, in his 9th season. What a great run he's had. Former Rider College performer. The officials tonight. He's back to us there. That is Jack McCormick working with Mark Finelli. And we're ready to go. Dante Bowman jumping up against Bryant King. Moorestown High School. Should be a good one. 4th-seeded Eagles against the 5th-seeded Quakers. And West Deptford will control the opening tap. That's Eric Wiskowski. He's the junior we talked about, who's nursing an illness tonight. Moorestown playing a man-to-man. Inside is Bowman, gets a shot off, misses, and the rebound snared by 6'5" Mike McGinley.
Both these teams, good rebounding teams, Bob, so you're not going to see a lot of second-chance opportunities for either team.
Bailey running the attack out front for the Quakers. Dishes off to right. West Deptford setting up in its zone. This will be a matchup zone tonight for West Deptford. Left-handed deep shot, nailed, a 3-pointer. for the first points of the game by Walt Bailey, a senior averaging 11 points. It's 3-0 Moorestown.
Bailey shoots 39% from the outside. And Bob, Coach Byatt said today before the game that outside shooting is going to be a big problem. Moorestown can do it very well.
Wiskowski looking for help. That's Xander Robinson. He's had a great season. Inside to Bowman, good move. Gets inside as the shot blocked. And it'll be a tie-up and the possession arrow pointing in Moorestown's direction. 6:55 to play first period. It's 3-0 Moorestown. The Quakers have the basketball. Liberty Division champions in the Burlington County League. 20-4 on the season. They're a good ball club.
Ranked number 9 in the Philadelphia Inquirer, number 11 in the Courier Post. Certainly a top team in South Jersey annually.
Another three-pointer. This one nailed from the corner nicely by Jake Wright, and suddenly it's 6-0 Moorestown on a pair of three-pointers.
Jake Wright, an outstanding tennis player too, Bob, at Moorestown High School. Twice a state champion for that Quakers team.
Steve Long with the ball, gets it into Bowman. Back to Long. He gets the shot off, no good. And the rebound easily taken by Bryant King. So West Deptford off to a slow start, down 6-0. That's King with the ball inside, stolen away by Bowman, and wisely he'll slow up and wait for the offense to get down court. Robinson. West Deptford looking for its first points, more than 2 minutes into the game. Bowman with a good move, misses the shot, but he is fouled. Foul call against Moorestown's Tom Von Reichbauer.
And before the game, Bob, we talked to Coach McGarr, as we mentioned, and Von Reichbauer has worked his way into the lineup playing defense. He's really their defensive stopper for the Quakers, so if West Deptford can get some early fouls on him, it might work to their advantage.
Bowman misses the first of two. He's the third leading scorer and the leading rebounder for the Eagles, and of course, great West Deptford football player as well.
Yeah, I think we saw Dante block a punt in that one game we did here on Comcast Channel 43 when they clinched the Colonial Conference Championship against Sterling.
6-1 for Moorestown as Bowman gets his team on the board. Driving off balance shot, no good, and Bowman goes high for the rebound. Wiskowski coming out quickly. Xander Robinson. Bowman out front now. It's Steve Long with the ball. Tight man-to-man being played by Moorestown. Ball stripped away by Jake Wright, but he is going to be called for a foul, I believe.
They're actually going to get Bryant King for reaching on that.
Because he gets a foul. That's the team's second foul.
The thing that really hurt him was swiping down at the ball. Referees see that arm movement, and then they're going to call it every time.
Oh, the great takeaway by Jake Wright. But stolen back by Wiskowski. Great play by Wiskowski. Then he gets an inbounds to teammate Rick Nuss. Nice play by Eric Wiskowski. Deptford looking for its first field goal of the night. Inside move, back in. Robinson gets off the three-pointer, no good. And a nice rebound taken by Bryant King. So West Deptford ice cold from the floor.
Yeah, to the tune of 0 for 5 from the field right now. Moorestown's 2 for 2 from three-point range, already missing that one though.
Three-pointer missed by McGinley, and Bowman, who's played well in the early going, with another rebound. 4:25 to play first. 6-1 Moorestown. There's 6 points on 2 three-pointers. That's a tough defense, and this one is another turnover as McGinley comes up with the errant pass.
West Deptford has gone to a man-to-man defense, Bob, to kind of try and prevent those long-range three-pointers from falling for the Quakers. They started out in a little bit of a matchup zone and have gone to this now man-to-man defense.
And King gets off the shot. Bryant King with his first field goal. It's 8-1 for Moorestown.
And this is the kind of game, this is the kind of things you can see out of Moorestown. They are a very good shooting team. As I mentioned earlier on, they shot 55% in their previous game, that win over Central Regional.
forced in, but a nice bank shot hit by Xander Robinson, the first field goal for West Deptford. It's 8-3 for Moorestown, 3:30 to go in the first.
Robinson, just a junior, he really kind of made a splash last year. Played some key roles in a couple of West Deptford wins.
And the shot hit nicely by McGinley. And it's 10-3 Moorestown. They've been hot from the floor tonight. Wiskowski. He's swinging around the long. Robinson with the left-handed shot. Misses this one. And the loose ball picked up by Bailey. Bailey slows up the offense. 10-3 for Moorestown. They have the basketball. King with the shot, and he misses, but the rebound taken by Bailey. And another three-pointer launch. They're firing threes from everywhere. This is going to be an over-the-back call against Moorestown. Moorestown fans don't like the call. Changed the call here, Mike?
Yeah, it looks like they changed that one against West Deptford rather than Moorestown, and Steve McGarr a little bit happier now after that. See, okay, everything's okay now. Foul went against Xander Robinson. That's his first, and West Deptford's first as well.
Play inside, right setting it for Moorestown. Another shot hit nicely by Bryant King. It's 12-3, and Moorestown hot, and West Deptford's going to call a timeout. 2:31 to play in the first quarter, and we'll take timeout. Moorestown with the 9-point lead. Bowman inside. He is rejected, but he's also fouled by Bryant King.
And Bob, that's two now on Bryant King.
Certainly a very significant foul. Bowman back to the line. He was 1 for 2 last trip. 12-4.
And you really don't see any substituting coming along right now from the Moorestown standpoint. So, you know, you're going to live and die with Bryant King in there.
Travel called on McGinley after McGinley came up with the rebound. So it's West Deptford ball under its own hoop. Eagles down by 8, 2:19 to play first period. They lose it on the inbounds pass, however, and coming out quickly with it is Bailey. Bailey pulls up, takes the shot, misses. McGinley had the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by West Deptford. It'll be Moorestown basketball. Right inbounding. Finally gets it into McGinley. West Deptford back in the man-to-man. Walt Bailey runs the attack nicely for these Quakers. That's Bryant King. Looking for help. Jake Wright. Good man-to-man here by West Deptford. Good pass inside, but lost. And the steal by Rick Nuss of West Deptford. Minute 35 to play in the first. Only one field goal. That by Xander Robinson for West Deptford here in the first period. Both teams playing man-to-man. Wiskowski tries to get it off. Has it blocked by King and knocked out of bounds by Wiskowski. So excellent Moorestown defense here in the first period, stifling the West Deptford attack.
Moorestown 20-4 this year, and you look at their scoring advantage. They've outscored teams by an average of about 15 points a game, Bob, and so certainly they do it with defense.
And the Quakers turn it over as McGinley's pass goes out of bounds. West Deptford a very slow start offensively. Wiskowski Robinson tries baseline, is thwarted. That is a tight man-to-man. They're just not giving West Deptford any kind of chance. Travel call against Xander Robinson, and the ball turns over to Moorestown.
Right now, certainly West Deptford not helping itself, Bob, in terms of turning the ball over and, and not, taking its time and getting a good shot. They're really kind of seeming to be rushed a little bit into and forced into taking some bad shots right now by that Moorestown defense.
Foul call off the ball against Moorestown. Mike McGinley drawing the foul. So 28 seconds to play in the first period, and West Deptford with the ball, but down by 8 points. Steve Long, Robinson, they swing around to Wiskowski. Inside, turn around, no good. Bowman takes it away, but the ball loose. Now still loose, and Bowman goes back up with it. Good job by Dante Bowman staying with the ball. 5 seconds to go in the period. Bailey gets off the shot, no good, and that'll do it. End of one quarter from West Deptford High School. It's Moorestown 12 and West Deptford 6. We'll be back. Group 3 tournament basketball at West Deptford. Mike Shute along with Bob Shryock. It's Moorestown 12-6. West Deptford did not have a good first period, but they're only down by 6 points. And now they're only down by 4 as the basket is made for Steve Long. And it's 12-8 Moorestown, so the Eagles coming right back in it. There's Bob Byatt, the head coach at West Deptford High School. What a great run he's had the last 8 years. Right?
Ball stolen away here right in front of us. A little fine how do you do here at the table. Wow. Welcome to the show.
Like those hands or what?
Very good.
There we go. We had the monitor dislodged from the table, knocking the wires out. So fortunately, I'm very mechanical. I just got them back in, Mike. No, I did it. Responsible. All right, we're back to live action here, and the inbounds pass will be made by Jake Wright. Mistake there by West Deptford, leading to an easy hoop inside by Mike McGinley, and it's 14-8 Moorestown. Should not get a man that wide open on an inbounds play. Robinson with the ball. Wiskowski inside has it knocked away, but he's fouled by Jake Wright. Bailey gets the foul, not Wright. Wiskowski goes to the line. He's averaging 13 points, only a junior. Robinson and Wiskowski, both juniors, 2 of the 5 starters for West Deptford, underclassmen. Good touch from the foul line, 14-9. West Deptford shot very poorly in the first period, but they're still very much in this basketball game.
Wiskowski shoots 72% from the free throw line, knocking down both of them.
Nails both of these, and it's a 4-point Moorestown lead.
And if you're West Deptford right now, Bob, you got to feel pretty good. You've played pretty poorly, to be honest with you, to start this game, and you're still right in it. So, I mean, they've got to be able to play with confidence and hang in there, because they're really not that far out now.
Nick White in the game now for Moorestown, number 44. Good pass, but there's a travel call against White. This couldn't control the basketball. Another Moorestown substitution. Joe Pat McLear.
Jake Wright takes a seat. And McAleer, the son of Moorestown Friends tennis coach and girls basketball coach, Joe McAleer, also an outstanding tennis player.
Bowman gets a shot off and hits it on the baseline. It's 14-12, so it's a 2-point game.
Maybe some opening quarter jitters there for West Deptford, Bob, but now they seem to settle down and are playing their game.
McGinley with the ball. McWhite. And the open shot missed by Bailey. Rebounded by Nuss. And West Deptford with a chance to tie or take its first lead. Bowman, played by McWhite, gets off another off-balance shot and rebound by Bailey.
That one certainly forced a little bit there by West Deptford.
Three-pointer from way downtown, hit nicely by Joe Pat McAlery Jr., 17-12. That's a third three-pointer for Moorestown.
Certainly West Deptford was worried about the long-range shooting that you're going to see from Moorestown tonight.
Inside the moment, back to Witkowski, no good. And a rebound taken nicely by Damon McWhite, a sophomore just into the game. McGinley. Bailey with the ball. McGinley again. Looked for a backdoor play, didn't develop. King with the shot, good. Brian King's been a bit quiet here in the first half, but he nails one there, and all of a sudden Moorestown back to a 7-point lead at 19-12.
King now with 6 points, and you see the way Moorestown runs their offense, Bob. They're patient, they take their time, they get the open shot. West Deptford's got to do the same thing and have some patience as well, because it's certainly paying off.
Witkowski and Long out front for the Eagles. Nuss tries to pass it inside, cross court. Good ball movement by the Eagles. Robinson takes it in and banks it home nicely. Good job by the junior, Xander Robinson, and it's 19-14.
Robinson's showing a lot of athleticism in both of his baskets tonight. He now has 4 points.
Near steal, but wide open for the shot. Missed. McGinley with an offensive rebound, misses, gets, King tries to get inside. So 4 offensive board chances result in an easy layup for King, and it's 21-14.
King now with 8, and you know, we saw some of his outside ability. Now we saw some of the inside play too that you're going to get from Brian King. He can do it inside or out.
Steve Long over to Witkowski. Robinson from the corner. And he hits it, a three-pointer. And it's 21. And a steal, and it's good! Rick Nuss with the steal on the inbounds pass, the basket good. He's fouled, and it's 21-19.
Wow, what a big play for West Deptford. That has just got to be something that gets them back into this ball game, mentally, emotionally, the whole thing. I mean, you know, that's a big, big play.
This could be a 6-point play in a matter of 2 seconds. The three-pointer by Robinson. Nuss comes back with a steal. Now a chance for a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Bowman's going to be called for over the back, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Bowman certainly came over the back there.
So
you know what? That's only his first foul. That's a good aggressive play on the part of Dante Bowman. You want to go after it. I mean, a situation like that, Bob, you get the miss. Bowman gets that rebound, puts it back up and in. You've tied the game very quickly.
21-19. West Deptford back to within 2 again after trailing by 7 twice. King has it stripped away by Witkowski. Good play, but King gets it back, and he's called for the travel. Witkowski's made that play possible, creating the turnover, and now West Deptford with another chance to tie or take the lead.
Moorestown already with as many turnovers as they had in their first round game against Central Regional, so certainly West Deptford playing some solid defense here in this one.
Cross-court pass, dangerous one, but West Deptford hangs on. Stolen away by Bailey, takes it in. It's almost hits it, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Acrobatic shot after the steal by Bailey. Nearly goes down.
Steve Long picks up the personal.
2 shots for Walt Bailey. One more.
Bailey averaged 11.1 points per game, one of 3 players, Bob, for Moorestown that averaged double figures.
Tim Long into the game for West Deptford. Bailey gets 1 of 2, 22-19. And full court pressure by the Quakers.
They've
Robinson
mixed it up
gets
well
a double
so far.
team. Nice job of breaking the press. Excellent job by West Deptford. Robinson, but then throws it away. And Brian King with the loose ball. Nick White. Genley with the ball for the Quakers. Tight man-to-man defense being applied by the Eagles.
Again, great patience displayed by the Quakers here. Not rushing anything, not forcing up anything.
Uh-oh, don't give him a three-pointer. Nails another one. 2 in a row for Joe Bacalaire. It's 25-19 off the bench. He's hit both bombs for 6 points. Another good job of beating the pressure by West Deptford. Get it inside for the missed layup, however, by Robinson. Wide open for a 2, couldn't hit it. Minute 35 to go in a half, 6-point Moorestown advantage.
It's a good pass from Long. To set up Robinson, he couldn't get the finish.
King with the three-pointer, not a good shot. Miss, and the rebound by Wiskowski.
Moorestown now shows a 3-2 zone.
Bowman inside, misses the shot, goes back up, hits it again. Good follow by Dante Bowman. 25-21. I like his inside game, Mike.
Bowman, an outstanding athlete here at West Deptford in his 4 years, and he's done it all for this school. You got to wonder, though, why Moorestown, the Quakers, would go to that 3-2 zone when West Deptford hasn't really hit well from the outside. Right. It really opens up things for Bowman inside, who's a dominant force down low.
Genley with a deep three-pointer, no good this time, and a rebound by Xander Robinson. 40 seconds to play, first half, 4-point game. It looked early like Moorestown might blow the Eagles away. That hadn't happened.
West Deptford not accustomed to being at home either, Bob, this deep in the playoffs. This is the first time they've ever played a home game in the second round of the state tournament.
Robinson misses, and a rebound taken by Bacalaire. And now Moorestown will attempt to play for the final shot of the half with a 4-point lead. See if they get it into the hands of the three-pointer, Bacalaire. 10 seconds. Bailey controlling the ball. Bacalaire gets a good pass inside for the layup by McGinley, and that'll do it. Excellent job. And a good setup by Bacalaire, the basket by McGinley, 27-21.
Outstanding execution there on that final play of the half, Bob. Moorestown, showed patience throughout this entire first half, taking their time, setting up their offense, running everything through, waiting until they got the open shot. Just another prime example of it there on that last play.
At the half, Moorestown 27, West Deptford 21. NJSIAA quarterfinal Group 3 basketball from West Deptford High School. 6-point Moorestown lead as we begin third quarter action. Mike Shute along with Bob Shryock, and it's Moorestown ball. Walt Bailey with the first possession here of the second half. Genley out front. Moorestown moves the ball very well. It's Brian Riley in the game now for the first time for Moorestown, number 33.
This is a big matchup right here. Xander Robinson guarding King.
Tremendous patience being shown by this Moorestown team, and it results in a three-point basket by Bailey. That's the way he started the first quarter, Mike.
Yep, Bailey now with 7 points.
This is the largest Moorestown lead, 9 points. Bowman with the under dunk. 30-23, and that brings the West Deptford crowd to life.
Look out below as Dante Bowman comes flying high, and a nice pass there too that time.
Deep three-pointer, no, boy. Brian King, that was an NBA three-pointer. It's 33-23. 10-point lead is the biggest. Robinson is fouled. Boy, there's a tough foul against Brian King. Is that his third?
Yes, it is, Bob. That's a key foul, too, you know, being his third foul. We'll see if Steve McGarry, there he is, looking around.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to bring anybody off the bench or not. Doesn't look like it right now.
Tough decision there.
He left King in there with 2 fouls with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, so certainly you know, he's got confidence that King, a senior, is going to know what to do out there and kind of play smart.
Big difference in this game has been the three-point shooting of Moorestown. There's a three-pointer, and this one's good. That's what West Deptford needed, a three-pointer by Wiskowski. It's 33-26.
Wiskowski now with 5 points, and it pulls his team within 7 as they seem to get close, Bob, and then Moorestown opens up another lead again up by 7 now.
McGinley, wide open for the three is Bailey, and he's good on it. Boy, they are on fire from three-point range, 36-26, and full court pressure by the Quakers. Robinson slows it up.
That was Bailey's 10th point now. He's trails Bryant King, who has 11 for Moorestown, leading the way for the Quakers. Bowman leads the way for West Deptford incidentally with 10 points right now. Xander Robinson has 7.
In and out, rebound, and a basket good nicely by Rick Nuss. And he is fouled and will go to the line. So
Nuss now with 4 points, Bob, and you know, twice now he's been able to get rebounds, get putbacks, and get fouled, you know, give his team an opportunity to kind of sneak back into this game.
Nice opportunistic basket by Nuss. It's 36-28, and Nuss with a chance for a three-point play.
Nuss, 54% shooter from the field, Bob. You see him get these putbacks, but just 49% from the free throw line.
And he misses this one. Bowman gliding in, trying for the tip, but it's out of bounds off West Deptford.
Free throw shooting, a little bit of a problem for West Deptford tonight. They're shooting 50% right now from the line, 4 for 8. Moorestown's only shot 2 free throws tonight, 1 for 2 at the line.
That's Wright with the ball. Stolen by Robinson. Takes it in, hits it, and he's fouled. Whoa, what a good job by Xander Robinson with the steal, with the basket, and draws the foul.
Looked like Robinson was going to push it over to the teammate running down the floor with him, and then as he started to draw that contact, felt it coming and just stayed with it, got the basket up and in.
Robinson, the junior, leading scorer on the season for West Deptford, brings his team within 6, can make it 5 at the 5:25 mark here in the third quarter. And he does get the bounce for the three-pointer, 36-31, so West Deptford just won't go away. Moorestown led by as many as 10 here in the third quarter.
West Deptford struggled at the free throw line in their win over Clearview, only made like 7 out of 19.
Unbelievable three-point shooting for Moorestown. Jake Wright this time, 39-31. Bowman with the ball. Bowman takes it in. He's fouled.
It's going to be Brian Riley picking up the personal, number 33. That's his second.
West Deptford advancing in the first round with a 60-53 victory over Clearview Regional High School. One more for Bowman. Moorestown with an easier time with Central Regional, 68-45. This is a quarterfinal game. One more shot for Bowman. And Bowman hits 1 of 2. It's 39-32.
In that Clearview win, Bob, West Deptford went on a 22-0 run in that game to pull out that win. So certainly that is a key factor.
Boy, that is a great pass by McWhite inside and a turnaround basket by McGinley. It's 41-32. Nuss with the ball, looking inside to Bowman. He is triple teamed and loses the ball to Walt Bailey. Quickly down court. Bailey takes it into Kay. He hits it and he's fouled. What an acrobatic shot for the basket by Walt Bailey, who's had a big ball game. And he has a chance for a three-point play. And now Moorestown with its biggest lead, 11 points at 43-32. And West Deptford wants timeout to talk about it.
And certainly plenty to talk about over there on the West Deptford bench, Bob. I mean, right now they've really kind of struggled in terms of keeping control of the basketball and taking smart shots.
We'll take timeout. 4:30 to play third quarter. 43-32 for Moorestown. Well, Moorestown has its biggest lead of the night, 43-32, and they have a chance to make it a 12-pointer if Walt Bailey can complete the three-point play. Mike Shute, along with Bob Shryock from West Deptford High School. Nice crowd on hand for this quarterfinal game. West Deptford and Moorestown, which met in Group 2 several times before, now meeting in Group 3. 44-32, and Moorestown will maintain the full-court pressure.
Bailey now with 13 to lead all scorers in this ballgame.
There's Kowski with the ball. West Deptford needs a hoop here, down by 12. They're not even looking at Nuss on the wing.
Moorestown's going back into that 3-2 zone, favoring the outside, and it really would be wise for West Deptford to pump it inside to Bowman, who nobody's even bodied up on Bowman, so they've got to get him the ball.
Three-pointer miss. Nuss with a good rebound inside, and he'll hit it. Nuss doing a nice job inside tonight. Another opportunistic basket by him. It's 44-34.
Nuss with 7 points here. They need a lot of that.
Nuss already on his average for the season. Jake Wright out front along with Bailey.
West Deptford playing, again, that matchup zone now. Look, it's almost like a 1-3-1 the way they spread it out and try and keep the ball out on the corners, on the wings.
King with the shot. Boy, they are unbelievable from three-point. That's unbelievable. 47-34. Another three-pointer, this one by the heavily recruited Brian King.
That's 5 threes this quarter alone, Bob. 9 for the game for Moorestown. And when you're shooting like they are, you're not going to lose ball games.
Long answers with a three-pointer of his own. 47-37, 3:05 to play in the third. West Deptford just keeps hanging around despite tremendous shooting tonight by Moorestown. King misses this one, and Robinson rebounds. Has it taken away by McWhite. McGinley is fouled by Wiskowski.
And the West Deptford bench a little upset that they didn't get a call when Robinson, got that rebound and took off with it. And Robinson even, had a couple words there for both officials. And I think he's got a gripe there. He certainly. Yeah,
they thought McWhite got him over the back before he stole the ball away. So McGinley goes to the line with a couple of shots. 2:44 to go in the third. He has a pair. Misses the first.
McGinley, another one of those double-digit scorers for Moorestown. Averages 16.5 points a game.
Misses them both. And Robinson with a nice rebound in the key. The West Deptford can cut the deficit under double digits again here.
Neither team shooting very well from the free throw line tonight.
Nuss, cross court, three-pointer by Long, no good. But good, bounce, gets the bounce. Just a two-pointer, 47-39, just over the line, so Steve Long credited with a two-point field goal.
Long now is 7.
McGinley has it blocked by Bowman, but he's going to be called for the foul. Oh boy. Looked like a real nice defensive effort by Dante Bowman, but the foul call against him will send McGinley back to the line.
Tough luck for Bowman there. He got the initial block, but it was that momentum, Bob, that he got up in the air and it just carried him right into the shooter, McGinley.
Steve McGarr, the coach for Moorestown, has put on a couple of miles tonight, marching up and down in front of the bench. McGinley, who just missed 2, hits this one. 48-39 Moorestown, and McGarr wants a timeout with 2:09 to play in the third quarter.
Just a 20-second timeout, so I think McGarr might want to just make a minor adjustment, Bob. Maybe the way his team's playing defense right now, since West Deptford's been able to make some things happen.
Bob Byatt, the West Deptford coach, what a job he's done. 4-22 his first season, 9 years ago. second season came back 13-12, but since then they've been on a tear. West Deptford, one of the best programs in the area, and 8 consecutive winning seasons now for Bob Byatt and his fine staff. Moorestown cheerleaders making the trip down from Burlington County.
And Moorestown, Bob, we talked about their tradition and their winning ways. I mean, the last 5 years they've been in the South Jersey Group 2 final. So this year, of course, Moorestown moves up to Group 3 along with West Deptford. So, you know, both teams have established themselves as solid programs over the last couple of years.
And McGarr at Moorestown now with 6 consecutive 20 wins plus seasons. McGinley good on both this time. It's back to a 10-point ball game, 49-39.
McGinley with 10 points, and now the big 3 for Moorestown all have reached double-digit scoring. So, you know, that's, I guess, part of the race tonight.
Nuss inside, in and out. McGinley rebounds. Walt Bailey's had a real fine game running the offense for Moorestown. McGinley almost loses it as double-teamed and gives up the ball. But, yeah, an alternate possession is West Deptford basketball. Good double team that time, resulting in the turnover. Minute 40 to go in the third. West Deptford has trailed virtually the entire game, but they just keep hanging around, down by 10.
Yeah, for as great a shooting night as Moorestown's having, you know, it's really shocking that West Deptford's only down 10 at this point. I mean, they're still somehow hanging in there.
Foul call against McGinley, grabbing Xander on his move to the basket. Xander Robinson.
That's the second personal on McGinley. 5th team foul against Moorestown. So 2 more and West Deptford will shoot free throws.
Good ball movement by the Eagles. Xander Robinson down the key. Good dish off to Bowman, and he hits a layup and it's fouled. That was an excellent play by Robinson to set up Bowman for the easy 2. And it's 49-41. Like that move down the key by Robinson.
Bowman now with 12, and yes, Bob, as you mentioned, the recipient of a real nice play by Robinson. He went into traffic, drew some attention, left Bowman open there in the low post on the block, and it's an easy layup for Bowman.
Bowman can cut it to 7. And does. 49-42 with a minute 17. Now West Deptford will try some full court pressure for the first time. Nice steal. What a nice job by Rick Nuss. Rick Nuss, the consummate role player on this West Deptford team. Not a flashy player, but does a lot of little things well. And Moorestown does maintain possession, but a good try by Nuss nonetheless.
And that right in front of us, Bob. I thought we were going to see another, you know, spill into the table here.
Yeah, I can only handle the monitor once per game. West Deptford foul call, but a non-shooting situation, so Jake Wright will inbound for the Quakers.
Personal's going to be against Eric Wizakowski, his 4th team foul against West Deptford.
Just barely getting inbounds within 5 seconds. Wright looking for help, knocked away from the ball. West Deptford will come up with it, and Moorestown fans don't like that call.
It's a big possession for West Deptford. They need to score here because it's going to give them that momentum going into the 4th quarter.
Robinson thought about the shot. 40 seconds to go in the third.
Got to look for Bowman inside.
Back out front to Wiskowski. Lots of time. 25 seconds in the quarter. Down the key. Misses the shot. Look at Bowman. Great job, he's fouled. Outstanding job. He had 3 defenders around him. Still managed to control the basketball and goes back to the line. Dante Bowman, a strong inside presence for West Deptford.
Bob, West Deptford coach Byatt has said, you know, Bowman's probably the best inside player he's coached since he's been here in 9 years. I can see that.
Terrific inside player.
And West Deptford's got to look to him because it's a little bit of a mismatch inside right now. You've got Von Reichbauer guarding Bowman, and Bowman's got the height advantage, although, you know, according to Coach McGarr, Moorestown's Reichbauer is the best defensive stopper they've got. So it's probably an even match, but at least Bowman's got that size advantage.
Dante has had some problems at the foul line tonight. He missed the first, has another. Gets this one, and it's 49-43. They got that McAleer back in the ballgame, perhaps to launch a three here at the end of the period. 15 seconds. Robinson playing McAleer tightly. 10 seconds to go in the period with Bailey controlling. 5 seconds. Bailey gets it off. Oh, he hits it. Wow, what a big basket. 2 seconds. Well, that a huge basket just before the buzzer by Bailey. And it's 52-43 Moorestown after 3. We'll be right back. West Deptford with the ball starting the fourth period, but a 9-point deficit. Mike Shute along with Bob Shryock. Mike, 3-point shooting, the clear difference in the basketball game.
Moorestown's nailed 10 of them tonight, Bob. West Deptford just 3, so a difference of 7. That's 21 points when you're talking about 3-point shooting tonight.
What a huge difference that is. Another foul call inside that will send Bowman back to the line, and Coach Steve McGarrett doesn't like that call. Doesn't like it at all.
And every foul now the rest of the way, Bob. West Deptford will be at the line. That's the 8th team foul against the visiting Quakers.
And only 4 against West Deptford. Bowman's got to make some of these fouls. He's had a great ball game, I think, inside, but he's not shot fouls well.
14 points tonight coming in here to the final quarter, leading the way.
He hits 1 of 2. 52-44, and no pressure by West Deptford in this position. They got that McAleer back in the ballgame, who had the big second quarter off the bench for the Quakers. West Deptford has to watch him because he's a pure shooter. McGinley out front. Very patient ball club. They don't try to force anything. There's the 3. No good this time, and Bowman, nice rebound. 7:10 to play in regulation. 8-point West Deptford deficit. They are a tenacious ball club. They've hung tough. Miss here. Good follow by Robinson. Misses again, and a rebound taken down by Von Reichbauer.
3-point shooting has been a key. Foul shooting has been a key, too. West Deptford 8 for 16 at the line. Morristown 4 for 7 tonight.
You gotta watch this guy. They don't want him to launch a three-pointer.
Seems like McAleer can't work a shot. Can't create his own shot. He has to get off a screen and get open that way and receive a pass.
They have him in there for the bombs, no question. Speaking of bombs, there's King. He misses. Bowman with the tip by Wiskowski. West Deptford still within 8. Basket here, back within 6, maybe 5. Bowman inside, good. Love his inside game, 52-46.
Bowman now with 17, and that is a mismatch, Bob. They've got to keep going to Bowman if they want to cut this lead further.
6:05, West Deptford right in it. Winner of this one moves along to the semifinals. Oh, Bowman came out of nowhere for the swat, but he was fouled. Bailey was fouled before the block by Bowman, and that'll send Bailey to the line with a couple of shots.
Wiskowski, that's his 4th personal, Bob. That is a key factor here with just a little bit under 6 minutes left to go. He's going to have to be careful. I mean, he's pretty much been the guy that makes this West Deptford team go. 13 points a game, a little bit over 4 assists a game. He's their point guard, and it looks like they're going to bring somebody off the bench to give him a little rest.
Bailey has 2 shots. Way off on this one. Tim Long in the game to give Wiskowski that break.
Moorestown now 4 for 8 from the line tonight. Bailey with 16 points, 12 in that third quarter where he hit 3 3-pointers.
Misses them both. West Deptford with the ball, trailing by only 6. Wiskowski has been the point guy all night long. He's now on the bench. Nuss, good inside pass to Bowman, and he hits it. Why not? Every time they're trying to go inside to Bowman now. 52-48, long way to go. West Deptford right in this contest.
It's been as close as West Deptford's been in quite a while, Bob, since the first quarter, I guess.
McGinley with the ball. Heady shot, then he turns it over. Wide open down court. Is Long, he'll get the layup. 2-point game, 52-50.
Great job by Steve Long, Bob. He came from behind and took that ball away from McAleer and then was the recipient of the long pass down court for the easy layup. And it's just a 2-point game now. What a job West Deptford's done defensively here in this fourth quarter.
Unbelievable. You do not want to give Joe Pat McAleer that shot. That is a big, you just get two that time?
Yep, just a 2-point.
Just over the line, 54-50. He has hit every shot he's tossed up off the bench. 2 threes and a 2.
And Steve Long just left the floor for West Deptford limping. That left ankle of his, right ankle of his, getting checked out by the trainer. I don't know what he did, but he's getting it looked at. That brings another player into the game for West Deptford, and they're going to try and, keep things going here momentum-wise. They brought in Damon McWhite, number 44.
Deptford down by 4. Robinson had to pass it up. West Deptford keeps control. Being patient. Inside to Bowman. Back out to Robinson. They're looking for Bowman every chance, and why not?
And they've got him. Nobody's putting a body on him.
Short on this shot. And the air ball is taken by Walt Bailey. That's Ben Doyle for Moorestown. We were misidentifying Damon McWhite in the first half. Apologies for that. Number 44 here from Moorestown is Ben Doyle. Also in the game is Damon McWhite for West Deptford. Oh, nice tip by McGinley. Great tip by Mike McGinley. It's 56-50.
And if McGinley didn't get it, Brian King was there to tip it in. They both got up and did a nice job on the offensive glass.
West Deptford wants another timeout with 3:35 to play, and Moorestown leading by 6 at 56-50. So, Mike, every time it seems West Deptford gets within 2, a couple more baskets by Moorestown. It's a good ball game.
Yeah, Bob, West Deptford keeps climbing into it. They claw their way back with defense and making steals and doing everything they can. The next thing you know, bang, Moorestown gets it put back like they just did, or somebody hits a jump shot, and it's now the lead back to 6. But West Deptford has to feel confident. Talking over there in the huddle right now, I mean, they've been able to come back from, what seemed like a deficit that they couldn't come back from the way Moorestown's been shooting tonight. So certainly Coach Byatt's got to be in there telling the guys, hey, look, you've been able to come back. You're hanging in there. Let's keep going inside to Dante, because that's where their strength is. That's where their bread and butter's been tonight.
And they have really hung tough despite that tremendous three-point shooting by Moorestown. Moorestown has shot the ball from the outside extremely well tonight.
And they did it in their last state tournament game, too, when they knocked off Central Regional. Shot 55% in that first round game. And Bob, these two teams, people aren't talking about them in the state tournament as teams that are going to win the South Jersey section. But, if you get a Moorestown team here that shoots the ball so well, they can go far. West Deptford also can do it on defense. I mean, so you're seeing two teams, I think, that are getting overlooked a little bit. And one of these two teams is going to make it to the semifinals, South Jersey Group 3.
Bowman comes up with it. He's fouled again. He go back to the line. Looked like Nuss in that situation probably should have shot the ball, but he was looking all the way for Bowman.
And Bowman's showing good hands in there. I think he's done that a number of times where he's gotten a loose ball out of a crowd. So he's got the strength, he's got the muscle. Now he's got to make some free throws.
Yeah, he gets this one. 56-51. 3:21 to play in the ball game. Bowman with a huge night, both scoring and rebounding the basketball. And gets them both. 56-52.
21 points for Bowman, and he's 3 for 4 at the line in the fourth quarter. That is going to be crucial for West Deptford because they'll shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way on any Moorestown fouls. They now have 9 team fouls. West Deptford with just 5 team fouls so far.
Twisting shot, good by Walt Bailey. 58-52. Big basket by Bailey.
Bailey's got 18, a senior guard who really can play. He does a nice job running the point, and you see some of that ability to create and make his own shot as well.
Wiskowski back in the game. Tim Long. Knocked away by King, but West Deptford maintains possession. 2:35 to go. Well, he still has 2-basket game on threes. They try to get it inside the Bowman, but this time Moorestown knocks it away. That's a big turnover for Moorestown.
Ben Doyle, big number 44 from Moorestown, was able to tip that one away from Dante Bowman, keeping West Deptford from getting any closer.
Ben Doyle with the ball.
Moorestown just running a little weave right now. Keeping the ball away from the basket, keep bringing it out to the top of the key. You see McAleer go to Doyle. Now Doyle will bring it probably over towards the middle of the floor again.
McAleer thought about his shot. King hits the basket. So the bread and butter guy, Brian King, comes up with a big basket. And all of a sudden it's 8 points again. It's 60-52. And now West Deptford almost in a must-score situation. Wiskowski, it's good! Three-pointer. 60-55, and quickly West Deptford calls a timeout. We'll take timeout. 5-point game, 1:37 to play. That's been a real good tournament basketball game at West Deptford. Mike Shute along with Bob Shryock, and West Deptford, every time you think they're dead in this game, they come right back, trailing by 5. That'll be a foul call, because that the 5th on Wiskowski, is that?
Yeah, I think they're going to get Eric Wiskowski on his 5th personal. He's done.
So Wiskowski playing tonight despite some illness, does a nice job for the Eagles, but fouls out with 1:32 to play. And it'll be Moorestown possession.
Bobby just hit that key 3-pointer before the timeout, before we went to commercial. That was a big bucket, really, for West Deptford, because it pulled them, it made it what was an 8-point game into a 5-point game.
By using his allotted time to put the substitution in. So coming into the game for West Deptford is Damon McWhite, their 6'1" sophomore. Again, apologies for misidentifying. There's 44s got confused in them in the first half. McWhite is a replacement for Wiskowski.
And West Deptford, I mean, they're going to probably start fouling pretty soon. They have 16 fouls, so they want to probably put Moorestown to the line.
Well, that could have been a turnover, and that's going to be a call on Nuss, sending McAleer to the line with that great shooting touch.
Probably not the guy you want to send to the line, McAleer. I think they wanted to try and foul Nelson, Bob, over there on the sideline. I think that's why Coach Byatt quick jumped up, and they just couldn't get there in time.
Minute 22 to go, 5-point game. Big foul shot here.
McAleer entered today just 3 for 6 from the line on the season.
Hits it first. I don't think he's missed a shot tonight. Hit all 3 from the floor and hits his foul shot. He's, of course, coming off the bench to do this. 61-55. Still hasn't missed a shot. 62-55.
He's got 10 points, and that's got to be a big lift for Moorestown to get that kind of production from a guy who came into tonight with just 36 points on the year, Bob.
Three-pointer. Banked home! Banked home by Tim Long. 62-58. Minute 10 to go.
Wow, what a way to get your first basket in the game.
It's stolen away. Robinson with the ball. Robinson takes it in. Hits it. 62-60 with 1 minute to play. A blocking foul against Rick Nuss will send Walt Bailey to the line. I am really impressed with this West Deptford team. They just don't quit. I mean, they've been dead in this game 3 or 4 times. Keep coming back.
And that, you know, that's not a bad foul, though. I mean, you're going to extend the game, give yourself more time, let it go on a little bit, force Moorestown to make some free throws, and this is a 1-and-1 situation for Bailey.
1-and-1, so this first one's very important for Bailey.
Bailey missed his last 2 free throws.
And he misses it. Robinson with the rebound. And West Deptford can tie or take the lead. What a turnaround this is.
And doing it with the point guard on the bench, Bob. I mean, this is really big.
Bowman out front now. Three-pointer. Oh! Three-pointer good by Damon McWhite. West Deptford leads with 30 seconds to go, and Moorestown takes a timeout.
Bob, you've got to...
62, unbelievable.
You've got to be kidding me. Damon McWhite does not take a shot the whole night. Hits a three-pointer from the corner.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
What a turnaround this is. West Deptford in the lead for the first time all night.
I'll tell you what, that is one shot that Damon McWhite is never going to forget. That is unbelievable to see.
I'm glad we got
him come
this
off the bench
44
like that.
straightened out in time, too. 30 seconds to go. West Deptford 63. Moorestown 62. So a couple of improbable three-pointers by the sophomore Tim Long playing at the point guard position for Wiskowski, followed by a three-pointer from another sophomore, Damon McWhite, from the corner. And all of a sudden, the Moorestown lead is obliterated, and West Deptford leads.
And how about this? McWhite did not hit a three-pointer all year, Bob. Tim Long only hit 2 all year, and the bank was open for him on that first one, and then McWhite just lit it up from the corner there. 30 seconds left in what is going to be a great finish here at West Deptford High School.
Well, they got McAleer, the shooter, in the game. He will inbound to pass. 30 seconds to go. West Deptford will match up in a man. They get it inbounds to Bailey. 27 seconds to go. See if they try to get it in King's hands. Bailey with a shot. No good. Rebound. Up. And a foul call. Foul call inside. 17 seconds to go. Foul call inside that will send, I believe, Bryant King to the line.
King will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul underneath. That was the 4th personal against Rick Nuss. So, keep that in mind if we go overtime.
Now, Bob Byatt wants a timeout. He had to walk out into the court to be seen by the officials. There's so much noise here. And the fans on their feet. This is just a terrific high school basketball game. Cannot give West Deptford enough credit for hanging in there all night long, down by as many as 12 points in the second half. Just an incredible performance. Steve McGarr, very successful head coach at Moorestown, calmly talking to his troops. They're down by a point, but they're at the foul line.
And Bob, a good idea by Coach Byatt to make Bryant King think about these free throws. King has not shot a free throw tonight. He's an outstanding free throw shooter, 76% on the year, but, this time of the game, 17 seconds left, there's some pressure involved in these free throws, and Coach Byatt's going to make Mr. King think about it a little bit.
Yeah, we might have overtime here. Possibility. So the money player, Bryant King, heavily recruited Division I, #1 scorer in the season for the Quakers. The pressure will be on him at the foul line. West Deptford with its first lead of the night, 63-62. But King to the line has 2 shots.
King showing that calm. He was talking to his teammates about the defense they're going to set up after this. So that's the kind of player you're getting, a guy that is comfortable in this kind of situation.
All right, we're tied at 63. One more shot for Bryant King. He'll try to untie it and put the Quakers back in the lead. He does that, 64-63. West Deptford ball. Moorestown picking them up in a man-to-man. 14 seconds to go. Robinson with the ball, stolen away. It's stolen away. Stolen away and a foul call with 9 seconds to go. Oh my, what a turnover.
Bailey making the steal down there in the corner, Bob, and we talked about him. He does it offensively, he does it defensively. He's just that all-around point guard that you love to have on your team.
Here's the situation, 9 seconds to go. Walt Bailey's going to go to the line with a couple for Moorestown. Even if he makes both, West Deptford would have a chance to tie with the three-pointer. Moorestown 64-63.
Certainly Bailey's got something to think about. He's 0 for 3 in this quarter at the line tonight.
He's got 2 shots. This one's a big one right here. Doesn't hit it. One more for Bailey. His team up by a point. 9 seconds to go. Oh, the fans are in a frenzy. This is quite a ball game.
Got to be thinking about this one, boy.
Misses them both. Oh, it's almost tipped in. Robinson with the ball. 6. Robinson comes up with it. Did they get it all? Oh, no! They throw it away. They throw it away with 1 second to go. 1 second to go, they throw it away.
Wow,
what a shame.
They had Bowman cut into the basket. The pass just a little bit out of his reach, just short. Now what West Deptford's going to have to do, Moorestown calls timeout here with 1 second left. They're going to have to quickly, and I mean quickly, foul somebody, Bob. I mean, the second this ball comes in, before somebody even touches it, they got to whack somebody real quick because, I mean, there's 1 second left, and you don't know if it's 1 full second, if it's 1.5 seconds, if it's 0.7 seconds.
It's pretty bleak either way. Their best chance here is to deny the inbounds pass. 1 second to go in as good a high school basketball game as you're going to see. Moorestown 64-63, but boy, they have not had it easy tonight. Led by as many as 12. West Deptford just kept battling back. Big game by Dante Bowman. Couple of clutch outside shots by Tim Long and Damon McWhite. 3-pointers near the end to get them back in it. Took the lead on the McWhite 3-pointer. Now they're down by a point.
Now West Deptford has to be careful here not to give up a long pass. And what Moorestown's doing is bringing 3 players from their offense all the way down the court, and they're going to try and just get it into one guy.
Well, they're going to throw it down court, I guess, because they'll use time off the clock. Robinson! Oh, my goodness! Oh! Robinson just missed that shot.
Wow.
What a finish that would have been. What a basketball game. Moorestown wins 64-63 in an outstanding high school basketball game. Mike, we'll come back and wrap this one up right after this. Whoa!
Back here at West Deptford High School, Mike Shute joined by the winning coach, Steve McGarr. And Coach, a great high school basketball game here tonight between two teams, number 4 and 5 seeds. That's what you expect when it comes down to it.
Yeah, Bob and I were saying before the game, there's no easy teams left. You're looking for an easy one. We have great respect for Bob's program. We played them every year. It seems like we played them every year in the playoffs, and it always seems to come down to the last few minutes. We expected that coming in. When you're the higher seed, they had a great season. And it's way, a semifinal or a quarterfinal is supposed to be. And we feel very fortunate to pull that out. They played well enough to win the game. Fortunately, we made a couple of foul shots at the end, and we'll get out of here with a win.
Steve, down the stretch there, West Deptford outscored you guys like 19-12 in the final quarter. Still managed to hang on. What kind of happened? Did you sense something kind of starting to fall apart a little bit for you guys? Maybe was it confidence? I don't know.
I don't think it was confidence. It was concentration. We had more turnovers tonight than we've had in the last 3 games combined. We only had 5 turnovers the other night in our first round game against Willingboro in the championship. We had 10. Tonight we must have had 17 or 18. So we had more tonight than we ever did. I was just concentration. I'm not sure. They're kids. Perhaps they expected. Sometimes you rush. They figure, all right, we're going to take this. Let's put them away. And you're hoping and rushing and trying to finish this thing off before you actually do it. And I think our kids got a little ahead of themselves and forgot to, that there's still some time on the clock. So it's just some concentration lapse, and it happens. But we found a way to win, and that's something that, we've been able to do for quite a few years and get out of here with a tough win against a higher seed and a good team. And
I'm sure an anxious moment there even at the end. How was that last play of the end of the game they're supposed to work? Because I don't think the way it wound up was necessarily the way you wanted it. With West Deptford getting the steal and getting that last shot opportunity. Because I was watching you as the shot went up and you kind of looked at it and said, "Oh boy."
I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Not the last second shot.
Last second play when West Deptford gets the steal, it kind of looked like.
With 1 second left.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was fine. We wanted our guys to make contact with the ball, but we didn't want us knocking anybody over. So it's a very tentative thing. And basically we said, well, if the kid catches it and if he can beat us from 3/4 court, then they deserve to win the game. I mean, we figured maybe he taps it, and by the time he gets himself set, that's fate. If he throws the ball in and gets it. I was more fearful of one of our guys knocking them over. That it was more likely to happen than them making a 3/4 shot.
Coach, one last thing. You look at the Group 3 field, and of course there's Camden and Woodrow Wilson, and you don't hear across South Jersey too many teams talking about either of these two teams that played here tonight, but two very good teams that squared off tonight in this quarterfinal game.
South Jersey Group 3 is as tough as any group in the state, and it is. We're the two smallest schools in Group 3. I think it's a testimony to both programs that we've come in and played as well as we did. I think most coaches out there don't want to play either one of us. We can't worry about what predictions are. When you got a team like Camden and some of the others in the league, in the group, obviously they're the favorite. But we felt that one of us they're going to have to go through one of us to win the thing, and that is going to be the case. We've reached the semifinal with either Wilson or Lakewood now, and another challenge ahead of us. But that's what playoff basketball is about. It is really tough in Group 3 to win 3 games in a week just to get the honor of probably playing Camden, at the end of the rainbow here. But it is as tough a group as there is in, I think, in the state. We're really deep. When you take a team like Pemberton as a 10th seed, that's tremendous. So it's a great field.
Coach Steve McGarren, the winning Moorestown Quakers. We're going to throw it over to Bob Shryock now, who has Coach Bob Byatt and the losing West Deptford squad.
Mike, thank you very much. An emotionally drained Bob Byatt. Bob, you've already had a chance to go in the locker room with your team. What did you tell them?
I'm very proud of them. Tonight I think they showed what they showed all season. We didn't give up. We played hard to the end. And all any coach could ask is that his guys give 100% for the full 32 minutes. And I think tonight we accomplished that. We left our heart and souls out here on the floor. And that's all I could ask.
There's an old cliche that I guess some people think is very trite about. It's a shame somebody had to lose the basketball. This is really one of those cases. It was a shame somebody had to lose.
Yeah, it was a fun game to be involved with, and I think in years to come, I think the kids, once the emotion of the tough loss is over, I think the kids will realize they were part of something pretty special here tonight. I don't know if high school sports could get much better than what we saw tonight.
I was most impressed by your team's tenacity, Bob. Several times Moorestown looked like they might put you away. They had you up by as many as 12 in the second half. You kept fighting back.
Well, before the game we talked about that. We knew that when you play a talented team like Moorestown, they're going to make some runs on you. And, we used the analogy of almost like a heavyweight fight. And, we were going to take some shots, but we had to stay on our feet. And as long as we stayed on our feet, I know my kids play hard enough and do enough things well out on the floor that if we didn't get knocked down, we were going to be around at the end, and we did. And
almost an improbable way to pull it out, too, with the three-pointers at the end by the replacement point guard and by a guy who had not shot a three-pointer all season long. What a finish.
Yeah, when Timmy Long banked in the three-pointer from the top of the key, I thought, well, maybe our luck's turning a little bit. They shot the ball so well the entire game. Maybe it rubbed off on us. And when that shot went in, it gave our team a spark. And Damon's shot was clutch. The three-pointer from the corner to give us the 1-point lead was a tough shot by a sophomore coming off the bench in a pressure situation. Yeah. And I think that single play right there is going to give Damon a lot of confidence for the next 2 years to become a very good player.
Ironically, three-pointers are the difference in the game. They made 10, you made 4.
No, well, we knew they were an outstanding shooting team. When we scouted them and, from the reports we had, we knew that all 5 of their players could shoot. We knew before the game that we would have to be up in their faces when they shot. And for the most part, I thought we played pretty good defense. When a team shoots the ball that well, it's a tribute to my kids that they hung in the game.
And you had a couple, after they made the free throws that put them ahead, you had a chance to win it, a couple of turnovers.
Big turnovers. I can't fault our players at that point. They are very young men in a very emotional situation, and when they're putting their hearts out on the floor like that, they're going to make some mistakes. And even the 2 mistakes at the end were, even the 2 turnovers at the end were mistakes of hard play rather than more mental mistakes. They were just going at it full tilt like they were all game, and I could live with that.
Well, Bob, you're to be commended. Your team did a great job, you and your coaching staff. Tremendous season, Bob.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay. Bob Byatt, the coach, Mike at West Deptford High School. Mike, I've been doing this on Comcast for 21 years now. This has got to be a top 5er for me. This is a great basketball game.
Certainly an outstanding basketball game. I mean, the way West Deptford just, you saw the way they just kind of hung around. And you said it a number of times, Bob, throughout the course of the game. West Deptford's just hanging around. And And they did, and they hung. They actually took a lead, and who would have ever thought?
First lead, 63-62.
Unbelievable on that shot from the corner by McWhite. So I mean, the way they just hung in there and did what they needed to do was just a real, like you were saying, a testament to the way they hung around.
All right, tough one for West Deptford. Final score: Moorestown 64 and West Deptford 63 as the Quakers advance in NJSIAA Group 3. For Mike Shute, I'm Bob Shryock. Thanks for watching on Comcast.